Hi guys, my name's Anna. I'm going to be showing you some of the sketchbooks I used when I was in high school up till today, and let's get on to the video. So I have three with me. This old one right here is the one that I started out with my junior year in high school. And then I got this one my senior year in high school. I also got this one my senior year of high school and took it with me to Falling Water. As you can see, I have the Kentuck knob sticker, it's kind of old, and the Falling Water sticker. So this is one of the first drawings I did in high school. It's just a shed, store, and cafe in California designed by Jensen Architects, and it looks a little shabby, but it'll get better. Right here is just a layout scaled version of the classroom, of my architecture classroom. So right here we have some bubble diagrams and a little sketch of the house, just coming up with ideas of things I wanted to do when designing my lake house. This is an interesting house I found online. It's a very cool modern brick house. Here's a very nice little lake house, and it has a pitched roof and the balcony is very cute. These are just some of my floor plan ideas for a lake house I was designing. And this is what some of the interiors would look like. We have the living room, the pitch ceiling, the kitchen, and then here's just some more views of like a bedroom. This bed is so bad. Like, I'm so bad with like my 3D. A few students in my class were given this project to sort of design, to redesign a bus stop, but we never actually followed through with it because we had so many things going on. This is a famous building by Zaha Hadid. It's called the Haydar Aliyev Cultural Center. And it's very cool and futuristic looking. I love the curves on it, and it's very interesting. This is a famous building called Villa Savoye, designed by Le Corbusier, and it's in Paris, France. This last house right here is one of my favorites because you can kind of see how I improved throughout the year. Yeah, this is the last sketch I did junior year, I believe, and I found this picture online. It's in Victoria, BC, and I don't know, I feel like I really improved that year. Next is this sketchbook, and I got this my senior year of high school, and it's kind of old, as you can see on the edges, but I think this is one of my favorite ones. This house is in Austin, and it is very cool inside, but on the outside, I just thought this was like a very nice house to live in. We got some Santiago Calatrava. I love his buildings. They just play with like shapes and curves, and this one's really cool. It is the Sondica Airport in Spain. This is the VM houses designed by Bjarke Ingels, and he's very talented. He actually has this, if you haven't, there's a documentary on Netflix called Abstract, and he has an episode on one of the places. So this is the Barcelona Pavilion. I did it pretty light. This is a building in Dallas, Texas, and this building right here reminds me of the Louvre in France. Inside of it, it's really cool because this part is glass, and inside there's like some food choices, and it's really nice. This is inside of a mall at North Park Center in Dallas, Texas. Right here is like a green space in a food court. This is the Maverick Activity Center on the UT Arlington campus. So one of the projects I worked on my senior year was to design a building, and so I got some inspiration from these buildings in Austin. This is a fun one I did. It is called the Ellsworth Kelly's Austin, and it's called the Temple for Light. Right behind the UT Austin campus, or right next to it, it's part of the art museum by UT Austin, and it's very cool inside. Like, these colors reflect light on the inside. And this is another drawing of the Villa Savoye by Le Corbusier. Similar, you can kind of compare this actually to the one that I drew in the last sketchbook. This is the Domino House by Le Corbusier. We were studying him for a few weeks. More bubble diagrams. Right here, this is something I was able to work on with an architect from Texas Tech University. He actually drew this, and we were our project was to sort of design our own mixed-use thing to be built, and I wanted to do something like a dog hotel, bakery, and shop. And this is what the size of my lot would be. So this is one of like the bigger projects I worked on. This sort of like inspired me. Again, these are just some more like diagrams of things of my ideas. These are just some interior designs I was thinking about. Like, this would be like the lobby, and there's an upper part for the dog hotel, and this is like the shop. So I wanted the exterior of my building to look something like this, just playing around with, diagonals. This is what essentially something I came up with of what the outside would look like, and we have like a courtyard right here. The bakery would be on this side, and like maybe like a little terrace, and the hotel would be here, and there'd also be like a walkway to get to the other side. I mentioned this already, but I was working on doing a bus stop for Dallas, and these were just some ideas I had, but we didn't actually end up finishing it. But yeah, these are just some of my sketches. That's it for this sketchbook. This sketchbook right here is what I used the rest of my senior year. This is the Dole International Airport. I love this airport. It's really cool, and like that curve is so nice. Obviously, this is the Walt Disney Concert Hall. We were learning about like the most famous buildings in the world or around the US, so that's why I have all these iconic buildings. I love this one. This is the Roby House, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. Again, this is that bus stop project I was working on. So I went to the ACE mentorship program. I was one of the students there. We were part of this group, and we worked on creating a house. We were working on making another house, and these were just some of my ideas. also part of something I did for my architecture residency, and we were just supposed to design something that had like 5 different moods. I drew this at Kentuck Knob in Ohio Pile, I believe, somewhere in Pittsburgh. And this place was amazing. Like, I did really badly because I used a pen. Don't usually use that often, but the floors were like very cool, and then the material was just great. And we worked on this other project in architecture camp, and I just like designing things on hills and using my geometrics. This was sketched at the Mantilla house, and it was very cool. It's in Pittsburgh also. This outside patio is so cute. This is also inside the Mantilla house. That picture that you saw a while ago, the patio is like right here. But this is what the living room looks like. Very nice. And then we went to Falling Water, and this is one of the bedrooms. It's so cool. Like, if you look out here, there's like so much greenery. I was designing this like place to sit, and so I wanted to do something that like rocked and had like this shape. I don't know how I came up with it, but that's what I did. This is just another drawing of Falling Water. It's pretty light again. And then I just started doing more houses that I could find in books and online. Really love these. I stopped sketching after a while, but yeah, it's been quite a while since I last sketched something, but those were my sketchbooks. So that is the end of my sketchbooks from junior year up till now, and make sure you leave a comment down below of any that stuck out to you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.